My name is Dr. Dawn Luthi. I'm a professor in the Department of Plant Science here at Penn State. I'm a co-PI on this proposal with Dr. Gary Felton, and the objectives are to determine how secretions or excretions from insects affect plant defenses against herbivores.
I'm Gary Felton. I'm a professor of entomology at Penn State, and I'm also the department head of entomology as well. This project sort of deals with the dynamic interactions between plants and herbivores, in this case insect herbivores. Plants have a lot more complex and sophisticated immune system than we would expect, is that they can actually recognize the types of attackers on the plant. And this particular grant deals with the plant perception of some of the herbivore cues that are left behind when insects feed, so that the plant can then recognize the right type of herbivore and respond in the right manner in which to defend itself.
My name is Morgan Elston. I'm a junior majoring in biology, and I'm from Lincoln, Alabama. In my summer undergraduate research project, I worked with the crucifer flea beetle, which is a major pest to valuable crops like brassica, such as cabbage. This beetle alone causes over $3 million worth of damage per year. In this study, we will be testing if regurgitant contains microbes. This research will be essential to managing flea beetles in the future. The lab experience was great. I got to work with a graduate student who taught me a lot. She taught me how to persevere even if things got hard, because the results may not go as smoothly as you expect, but you have to keep going and be enduring.
When you do a lab experiment in one of your courses, those exercises have already been tested to be sure that they'll work. But when you're doing research in a lab, many times the experiments don't work, and you have to be able to redo those experiments or think of another experiment to improve that experiment. So I think that's been a good learning experience for the students. Things don't always go the way you expect them to.
My name is Brittany Harry. I'm a junior at the University of West Alabama, and I'm majoring in biology, and I'm from Phoenix Springs, Florida. Doing this research, I worked with the HCA caterpillar, and it produces a lot of saliva, and so we took some of the caterpillars and took some of the spinnerets off, so they weren't able to put saliva on the plant, which in the end showed in my real-time PCR results that the plant does recognize when different insects are on it. And so it reacted differently whenever it had saliva on it than it did when it didn't have saliva on it. My lab experience was amazing. I got to work with so many different people, different cultures, different levels of science, and they were all very polite and everything. And they went from doctoral students to lab managers, and they were all very friendly. I mean, they taught me so much. It was a great experience.
When I was an undergraduate biology major and taking courses and sometimes struggling in those courses, to be honest, I wasn't as fully engaged and interested as I would have liked to have been, but somebody provided me the opportunity to do undergraduate research, and that really opened a whole new world for me. Because when you're taking coursework, you finish the course, you close the book, you put your notes away, and that's the end of it. But with research, it became my life's passion, because for every question that you pursue and you finally get the answer to, you've opened up the door for more questions. So basically the research I've been doing started in some ways as an undergraduate, and it's continued throughout my career. And it just, like I said, it opened up a lot of new opportunities for me to see science in a different way, that it wasn't just all encompassing in terms of textbooks and lectures, but in fact being able to identify questions in nature and answer them. It's a really gratifying experience.
My career goal is to learn and share about God's creations through research. I plan on conducting research to share my experiences with other people. Early in your academic career, you may be indecisive about what you want to do, but through this internship, it could create a path as to where you're meant to be.
Well, this research internship taught me a lot, and it made me realize that maybe I do want to go to graduate school, which I didn't even think about until I went and went to State College and met all these people and learned so much more about the plant science field and entomology. And I think it's just a great university for research. It has a great environment, and it's based on research, and so you feel like you're at home. Also, the lab was really nice. It gave me time to do some independent work on learning all about the science that I've never done before that I started doing while I was here. I went swimming because it was hot, surprisingly. I went walking all downtown. There's all kinds of different restaurants you can go to. I mean, I even tried like Indian cuisine and stuff like that, so it was a really good experience. It was very fun.
I did a lot of shopping. That was the best part to me. No tax. Also, New York, it was a great experience. We got to see the Statue of Liberty and the Empire State Building. I met awesome friends, and I still keep in contact with them even today.
I think Penn State University is a really great choice for anyone. I mean, all the staff are friendly, they're very knowledgeable, and you'd think that since they're doctors, they would, they'd be more kind of like strict and stuff, but a lot of people are very laid back. They know what they're doing, and like Dr. Luthi and Dr. Felton are really nice. They're just like regular people. So, they talk to you like you're a person and everything, so it's really cool to be on the same level with someone that has so much more education than you.
Penn State University is a great university. Anyone who is considering coming here for research, I encourage them to come. It's a great opportunity. And I'm very thankful for Drs. Gary Felton and Don Luthi for providing me with this experience.